Okay guys, I'm here in the garage going to install the headlights with the halos in it. I got them sitting over here out of the way for right now, and I'm going to take these headlights out, install the headlights, and I'm going to install the driver board and everything for the headlights. I was looking on YouTube to see if I could find anyone in there that would have taken these headlights out before, and I haven't found any videos yet, so I'm going to do a video on that. This is my 2017 Kawasaki Ninja ZX14R. I haven't done a walk around yet, and I will do a walk around after I get the headlights installed. So I bought a service manual for it. I tried to find a digital version of the service manual. I haven't found it yet. This is the official service manual for it from Kawasaki. I ordered it from Kawasaki. $85. Pretty expensive, but I figured if I buy the service manual, it will save me bukus of money on working on the bike myself. Of course, I have to study this in the spare time so that I can get to know everything about the bike. That's my plan. So I am going to use this step by step in taking the headlights out, installing the new headlights, and installing the drivers. I will pause it periodically here and there and go through the steps in the manual, and then I'm going to pause the video to do it, and then I would bring you back and explain to you what everything is involved in taking the headlights out. Okay. Get back to you. Okay guys, I'm back. Sorry about the noise. They're out there trimming the hedges, making it look pretty for the summertime, I guess. But anyway, okay, obviously to get the headlights off, I have to get the upper fairings off and the windshield and everything. So I went ahead and took the bolts out of the side fairings. So we're gonna remove those. You got a bolt here, 4mm, 2 bolts here, 5mm, and this here can come right off. You have to pull back the rubber, the protective rubber over this. So pull this back. Got like a little tab here you can pull on it. Get this up out of the way. Just pull it back out of the way like that. Grab the bottom, pull it out of the rubber grommets. Pull her down because you got these little tabs sticking up. Pull it down out of the way, clear the upper fairing, and pull it right out. Right out of the slot there. That comes right out. This is your battery compartment. Okay, let me put this up out of the way somewhere. Just stick it right up here. Somewhere. I'll probably just stick it over here. Stick it right down in there. Okay, also we have to take this upper fairing off up here. So just lift up on this and pull this out. This comes out kind of like a like that. You got these little tabs that stick up under here on this fairing here, and just pull this out this way like this. Comes right out. Pretty easy. They definitely made this easier on this bike than it did on my 92 Kawasaki Ninja ZX1100. That's what I had before. Definitely a whole lot easier. Okay, same way with this guy. Pull this guy out. Pull the rubber back out of the way. Just like that. Pull it out of the grommets. Pull it down. Clear the upper fairing. Clear this fairing. Pull it out like that. Stick this over here, out of the way. Pull this guy out. This guy comes right out. Now this is the switch for my other green LEDs. See if I can remember those. I will take a picture. GoPro, take a picture. Of that. I'll turn my voice commands off on my GoPro. I'm just going to take a picture of it with my phone. So I know I can remember which wires and put it back the same way. I like taking pictures of things. Also, you also want to take pictures of things about where they go in the process of taking it apart, so you can put it back exactly the way it was before you're taking it apart. Okay, I got those off, and I will get the bolts out of the upper fairings and get back to you. Okay guys, I've taken the bolts out of the windshield, and we're going to remove the windshield. Slide that right out. You got these upper bolts are retained in the windshield by a rubber grommet. These down here, nuts hold it in place, or they'll hold in place with this. Looks like this guy here has broken all the pieces. This guy's cracked. I gotta order a new one of these. The bolt had fell down in there. I have to find that. I don't know what the world happened to this. I guess it got torn up during shipping, I guess. Go ahead and get this out of the way. I don't know, these people can't order new pieces and put in there. It's brand spanking new, and they have to put broken pieces in there. They can't order new pieces to put in there. Anyway. So let me take the mirrors off and take the bolts out of the upper fairing so that I can get the upper fairings off. I'm assuming the headlights are stationary onto the upper fairing, so let me get the mirrors off. Now the upper mirror, they have two bolts up underneath here. They're 10mm bolts or 10mm nuts. You have to take those off in order to get the mirror off. I've already loosened them up so I can just take them off with my finger. It is pretty tight up under there. Try to catch the nut as it comes off. There we go. I'll pull the mirror right out of there. I like to put the bolts back onto the assembly. That way I know which bolts and what nuts go where. These guys, they need to hurry up and trim these hedges. It just so happens I want to trim the hedges on the same day I want to do my headlights. Okay, now next we had to remove this upper tank fairing here. There's a bolt right here you had to take out. This guy should pop right off. Don't think we have any bolts up under here. It just pop right out of the indentions. Just like that. Pull this out, the indention like that. Pull this out of the indention. Pop right out of there, just like that. Like I said before, they do make this a whole lot easier. Alright, store this over here. Just like that. This is the cover for your air filter, air cleaner. So we're going to take the bolts out of here, out of the upper fairing, and take the upper fairing off. Okay guys, I think these guys, nope, I thought they had taken a break for a little while, but I guess not. Okay, in order to get these side fairings off, we're going to have to take off the inner fairings under here. You have some rivets, or quick rivets is what they call them, to take out. To get these quick rivets out, they're in there like this. You have to take something and push down in the center of the rivet, like that. Push down in the center of the rivet, like that, and they should come right out, pop right out. Again, definitely a whole lot better than what they used to be. A bunch of bolts. So we're going to take the inner fairings out. We got a couple of bolts in there, regular bolts that we have to get out. We got one here that we have to get out. One on the other side. I think it's a 4mm. What is it? Can't really see what's going on in there. Alright, I'll get back to you once we get them out. I'm back. Man, this one guy is like, this guy just does not want to quit with this weed eater. He's just like, keep right on going. This guy's like trigger happy or something with this weed eater. Anyway, alright, we got these little screws that we have to get out, a Phillips head screw. You got 3 of them on each side, one here, and there's one back here. I found that you take a bit like this and get like a little ratchet wrench like this. It's easy enough to get in there. And once you get it loose, you can just take your fingers and work it right out like that. This seems like the hardest part in getting the headlights out, taking the fairings off. Of course, they want to walk right by here. Alright, I'll get back to you guys. These guys are the weed eater, man, I tell you. Hey guys, I got all the inner fairing bolts off. This guy here comes out, and then you slide this guy out, push it back, pull it down, and then you have these 2 tabs on each side you have to pull out on each side. I found another piece of that broken windshield cover up here. That pisses me off. But anyway, I got this guy out. And now we're going to take, look and see what else we have to take off of here. All right.